We are back here live from Avalon, New Jersey, cooler by a mile for the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. And I don't really get to Avalon that much, but I do love coming down here. I think it's cooler by a mile because it's 7 Mile Island, and it's a mile longer than the other town that occupies this island. Pretty sure that's what it is.
Sounds good to me.
And big shout outs to the city of Avalon for when we came onto the island this morning. I mean, this afternoon, you could see all the lifeguard race, South Jersey.
They had a lot of really cool advertisements.
They really did.
Welcoming all the patrols, advertising for the race. So, and I'm sure you'll see in a minute, we have a really nice crowd down here tonight, down at 32nd Street in Avalon for our South Jerseys. I
know, and it's a little different, but just like last year, it's Monday. And just like, I think the Margates were postponed also.
Yeah.
We can't control the weather, and hey, Avalon did a bang-up job getting everything ready because, from what we understand, the course was decimated by that northeast wind and swell we had earlier, actually late last week.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It started right around the women's race on Wednesday.
That's right. And if you watch with us, Meg, great job running the race.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the Ventnor City Beach Patrol, who will be hosting the South Jersey women's race next year.
Yes, I'm excited.
They will also host the Billy Howarth race.
Hopefully. Yes, that's the goal.
We'll see.
So, yeah, I'll be having a lot of planning on my plate next year.
And next week.
And next week, yeah. Our Gowdy races will be next Friday.
And if you've never made it to Ventnor for the Gowdies, that is the rescue race. It is unique, and the guards are actually simulating such rescues to the point where they're out there grabbing a, for lack of a better term, dummy that is a bag full of weights, and they bring in pretty quickly.
Yes, so it's a much shorter race, so it's very fan-friendly to watch. But yeah, it simulates what we do best, which is rescuing people in the ocean, the boat, and with swimming.
It was really nice walking on today and seeing retired captain of the Avalon Beach Patrol, Murray Wolf. He's here in attendance. And Avalon has a beautiful, brand new navy blue boat. And they're actually, I think, rowing 2 different boats tonight. I think the singles rower is rowing their traditional white race boat. And I think the doubles crew they're breaking it in tonight.
Nice.
And, good luck, everybody. But it's gorgeous. Navy blue with white lettering. Longport has, I'm telling you, these vessels are just, their paint schemes, they're gorgeous. Red's my favorite color, and I was talking to Sean Duffy a little earlier, and he said, you won't be able to miss this from the inside, Fran, because it is a bright red, and the exterior is a nice color black.
Yes.
And there goes some of the crews. I see with their green boat.
It's nice to kind of see some different colors, honestly. It makes it a little easier for us.
It does, and we are in a unique vantage point where, you'll hear us joke about it. We'll say that we are facing Atlantic Avenue or Pacific Avenue or Ventnor Avenue. We are facing the race course from the Avalon Fishing Pier, which kudos to our lead producer, Colin, for getting us this vantage point.
Absolutely. Thank you, Avalon, too, for allowing us to take over some of your space, because it's a beautiful view from up here.
It is, and the dune line here in Avalon, it's very natural. It actually reminds me of Brigantine a little bit. Just the landscape here, the dunes, and nice wide beaches too. But the older I get, not too wide.
Yeah.
So this is kind of perfect. We're about 8 minutes away from our start, and at 6:30, we are going to have a flyover. Going to be a helicopter flyover, and right after that, they said, get ready. We're going to drop that flag as close to 6:30 as possible.
Yes, and they said, I believe too, at the meeting that the flag drop typically happens from a lifeguard stand on the beach. But tonight they're going to drop it from the end of the pier.
Yes, and this flag is huge. Again, the colors of the Avalon Beach Patrol, just like Penn State University, which their football team is ranked #2 preseason behind the University of Texas. It is that navy blue and white. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, you can see these boys, and they're getting ready, stretching out, having their boats are all set. They will have a 2-minute warning horn that will warn everyone to start getting their boats wet and just get prepared. Because once that horn goes, they said, yep, they're going to be the helicopter flyby. And then any second after that, they're going to start this race.
And the good thing about the starters do not have any communication with the judges outside of the placard that they hold up.
Correct,
and you'll see
yes.
1 through 15, the lane judge right at the stern of the boat. He or she will hold it up, and then when all 15 are up and everyone's ready, the starter will drop the flag for what I like to call 14 to 60 minutes of pure heaven.
Yes.
Rowing a lifeboat.
Yes.
These vessels are made, again, they're made to rescue, to transport, for safety. They're not built for speed, but they do get cooking.
Absolutely.
They really do.
Yeah, there's definitely a finesse to rowing a lifeguard boat well, and all of the young men rowing tonight have mastered that quite a bit.
And I don't know if you're getting, again, for the Margates, we had a DJ not too far from us and cranking Motown, but right now I think I hear Pink Pony Club. Speaking of color, we do have the flag designations and the lane designations for the cruise tonight.
Yes, absolutely. So if you're watching on your screen, lane 1 will be at the bottom of your screen, and lane 15 will be at the top. So lane 1 tonight is Cape May Point with a lime green flag. Lane 2 will be the host Avalon in purple. Lane 3, North Wildwood with an orange flag. Lane 4, Atlantic City, light blue. Lane 5, Cape May, hot pink. Lane 6, Brigantine, black. Lane 7, Sea Isle, Kelly green. Lane 8, Longport, red. Lane 9, Upper Township, navy blue. Lane 10, Ventnor, white. Lane 11, Margate with maroon flag. Lane 12, Ocean City in yellow. Lane 13, Wildwood Crest, forest green. Lane 14, Stone Harbor, light pink. And lane 15, Wildwood, brown.
And once again, the Wildwood Lifeguards that set up this course, 31 flags, 15 doubles flags, 15 singles flags, and our swim flag is multicolored. And the best way we can describe it is it has a bright buoy. It's either red or orange at the base. So the swimmers should have no problem picking that up. Easy for me, a former rower, to say that.
It's true.
Because when they're swimming out there, and anyone who's been in the ocean knows this, the wind, the waves, the chop, that can get in your face and make it a little difficult to see.
Yes, it's nice that they actually tripled it up tonight. Usually it's a double flag, and it is nice to pick some good, easy colors to see, because it's usually the swim flag will be just past that singles line. There you can see a lot of the patrols starting to get ready, get set. There's North Wildwood and Brigantine. There's your Savelle boys.
Yes, and we're about 4 minutes from go time, so we are almost there.
Yeah, and interesting, so your Brigantine, Joe Savelle and his brother Jack are 2-time defending champions, although Joe will be racing tonight with his little brother Brendan.
Yes, Brendan's getting ready to head up to Columbia University, as is, I guess he'll join Zach Vassar from Margate, the swimmer, goes to Columbia, and you will see, we will mention what these lifeguards do and what we like to call the off season. Mm-hmm. And the defending singles champ tonight is Ryan Finnegan from Avalon, going to defend it in his hometown here. And
he won Margate Memorials last week.
Yeah, so that was a nice row.
They definitely
have
a shot. Fran and I were talking earlier, really sometimes there's years where a single patrol dominates throughout the summer, and we really have the field is still pretty wide open, I feel like, for tonight. There's quite a few patrols that have the potential to take home this victory tonight and take over the South Jersey Crown. Right,
and we are happy to report that none of the competitors have changed because of the postponement. Everyone is here that would have been here Friday. And why not postpone them from Friday to Saturday? Well, then now we have the weekend crowds, weekend manning, and we're not really at the privilege of just telling lifeguards, okay, listen, you're going to work a half day and go, eat your lunch and then whatever, nap, whatever you do to prepare, because these guys are once again working from 5:30 to pretty much 8 o'clock at the end of our race tonight. Again, beautiful shot. That's from our shore camera.
Yes.
And we will have the drones up in the air very shortly. I guess after I'm not joking, I guess after the flyby.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Tonight you can see one of the younger guys going out into the water. So again, as we've said in the other races, the start of the doubles and the singles boat races will be in the water. The start and finish will be the same tonight. It is a white and navy blue pole like you can see on your screen right there. So these boys and girls will be out there holding them if they can't get them to stay. And that will be the official start and finish line for both of these races, whereas the swim will start and finish on land.
And we just got word from our
producer.
Pier. Yes, we're under the white tent, waving. Can you see us?
Yeah.
And here comes the flyover, and the drones will go up. Our producer just alerted us right after the flyover. This helicopter coming by. Beautiful beaches here in Avalon. I would say all of South Jersey. All of South Jersey has
yes, absolutely. I believe
beaches.
This is Atlantic Care.
Oh, Atlantic Care.
The Atlantic Care chopper.
And the rowers are moving out. You'll see this. They are not watching the helicopter go by. The chopper has turned around, and we're getting ready for. We will see the flag go up at the end of the pier. About a half-minute away.
Very nice. And yes, from where we're sitting, we can see that all of the boats look like they are moving out, if not out already, into that roughly knee-deep water for the
flag
start.
is up. And again, they're not going to wait long.
And there
we
go.
have a start. And the men are getting in their boats. Very important. You can get, if you get a boat or two-length lead at the beginning, sometimes that doesn't change as the boys head through the surf.
Yes. And you can see again the, here comes the
chopper
again. Cheering the boys on as they go. And they are off. So tonight we have racing in Brigantine. It's Joe Savell and Brendan Savell. Atlantic City tonight, Vince Granese and Nick Gudera. Ventnor, Matt Spires and Mike McMenamin. Margate is Bobby Bechtel and Hayden Smallwood. Longport, Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy. Ocean City, Matt Oves and Kevin O'Sullivan. Upper Township, Jimmy Nielsen and James Garreau. Sea Isle, Pat Scanapico and Connor McNamara. Avalon, Gary Nagel and David Julian. Stone Harbor, Joe Tortella and Andrew Newman. North Wildwood, Dante DeFruscio and Kevin O'Brien. Wildwood, Pat Capone and Mike Tinney Jr. Wildwood Crest, Jake Klecko and John Steiger. Cape May, Zach DeVoe and Alex Cranch. Cape May Point, Garrison Swan and Gabe Siervin.
All right, and that's one of the thank you, Meg. That was great. All those names, all those pronunciations. And we can see that we still have our shore camera because the drones are about to go up now that the Atlantic Care chopper has passed by with its flyover.
Yes, and you will notice, as Fran said earlier, a lot of different colored boats tonight. So that looks like Longport to the right next to...
Is that Sea Isle with the green boat?
I think it might have been Margate.
Margate, okay. And we have Avalon, lane 2, and Cape May Point in lane 1 as these guys head out almost 2 minutes into the race. And you'll see them, they are approaching the singles flag, but they actually have a while. We have some nice distances for the rows tonight.
Yes, yeah, I thought that too. Actually, it was Sea Isle, not Margate.
And
next to Longport.
There is a standard distance that they set, so it's not like it's any different. I got to be honest, the vantage point, we are in a great spot.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really is elevated like this. Avalon looks like, now again, we are waiting for the drones to get up there, and that'll be a different vantage point. But right now,
see the drones going.
that's Avalon. That is Gary Nagel and David Julian doing a really nice job right now.
Yes, the hometown. And you can see in the shot, there's a little bit of wind chop, not a ton of wave action tonight. A little different than Wednesday, when I got to say our ladies last Wednesday, really, really impressive, breaking through those waves and those swell. So not as much wave action tonight, although we'll certainly be able to see some towards the end of the race. There is some swell along the shore break, and there's a little bit of a sandbar as well. And here we can see that they are approaching the singles flags.
And there goes our drone. Looks like Avalon's up there.
Avalon, Brigantine. To check my lanes again. So to the left or bottom of your screen, you can see Cape May Point. I'm just going to go through them again real quick. Point, Avalon, North Wildwood, Atlantic City, Cape May, Brigantine, Sea Isle, Longport, Upper Township, Ventnor, Margate, Ocean City, Wildwood Crest, Stone Harbor, and Wildwood, all the way at the top of your screen.
There it is. All right, again, there's our shore camera. See Avalon in lane 2.
Yeah,
Atlantic City
nice.
right there. Atlantic City's up there also. And that is Vince Grenice and Nick Guadera.
Mm-hmm.
And there go the Savell brothers. That is Joe and Brendan Savell. Also, it looks like lane 10. Looks like Ventnor is up there. And Ventnor, that would be Matt Spires and Mike McMiniman.
Yes. Great boys. Actually, a lot of these guys, I know we've said it before, but a lot of these, Mike is a teacher in our town. Matt is a fireman. We have some really great younger kids, and then we also have some of our more experienced heavy hitters that are out and about keeping our town safe.
And now that the doubles boats are through the singles flags, what they'll do is they'll get a preliminary glance back at the doubles flags and see how their course is. These boats are really moving. Look at the wakes they're throwing. Avalon, Atlantic City, Brigantine, all bunched up right there in lanes close to one another. And
Yes.
as we look up, we look down actually, we're looking north to south.
Yes, and according to our unofficial time and our unofficial position right now, it has Avalon, Brigantine, Atlantic City, Upper Township, Longport right now.
And again, Longport, veteran crew of Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy.
Yes, always in the hunt.
Always.
And this is a long race, even with this wind. It's a little bit of like a south wind today. So that little bit of a crosswind can certainly, the bowman, the person towards the front or the pointier part of the boat, is the one who's keeping the course. And typically they are aiming for the flags, but it's usually they have points up on the land. Usually 2 points. We have a nice water tower here that they can usually keep some course off of. Warm-ups are important.
Warm-ups are important. You're going out there.
Find those points.
Exactly. That's a great shot right there, as we see most of our boats. Some boats have separated themselves from the others, but lifeguard racing, as we saw Wednesday night, it's not over until those boats cross the line.
Absolutely.
And you'll see the boats that are turned perpendicular out, they are judge boats. They are the Avalon lifeguards who are positioned at the flag.
Yes. Yes, checking for turns, checking just to make sure everybody is staying on their lanes and on their course. And it is a Cape May turn, I believe, so they will be turning south or toward the right-hand side of your screen tonight.
Yeah, they're going to come up on the northern side, and then they'll turn south. And it looks like Avalon and Brigantine and I guess Upper Township, they would be 1, 2, 3 right now. Hard to tell. Again, the drone operators do an incredible job at sometimes that line. Just like if you've ever been to a race on the Schuylkill.
Yeah.
You don't look
glare.
right across. It's actually on an angle.
Yes.
So getting those 2 points, and the start line and the finish line are the same exact compass points.
Yes. And, you know, like everything, the shorelines aren't a straight line. It's not a...
Right. I know at the south end of Brigantine, the jetty tower, if you look straight out into the ocean, you are looking due south.
Really?
Yeah, you think you're looking east, but you're looking. And some islands, they bend. They have bend.
Yes. Yeah, I think we technically face a little southeast.
Okay.
More than east.
There's a nice shot.
And this is still a tight race.
Really is. We will get a really good indication as they come up on the singles flags, about maybe 10 strokes away from the flag.
Yes.
I mean the doubles flags, well, they will turn.
And this looks like Avalon.
Avalon, excellent course. It's like Brigantine and Atlantic City. Good turn, guys.
Yeah.
And now they will start getting help by the swells. You'll see them.
There's Ventnor turning.
And every point, you're going to hear us say this throughout the night, every point counts. 5 points for first, 4 points for second, 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and 1 for fifth.
Yes, and with the boats being so close together, that turn was important. Looked like they did have some nice tight turns.
I know there's a former captain of the Margate Beach Patrol. He said you can win races at
Yeah.
Talking about your dad.
My dad.
And he's
We're in
right.
Holland. He's absolutely right. Absolutely. He says that, especially in the singles too. He's like,
Yeah.
you won't necessarily win them on them, but you'll lose them very quickly if you make too many mistakes.
Yeah, these boats are moving. I mean, they have a nice stroke rate going, all these young men. And there we go. We can see them coming in.
And that does it. Looks like Brigantine leading that pack right there, followed by Ventnor.
Avalon, Atlantic City, Upper Township, and Longport. And and it is something, we have the vantage point right now where we can look out in the ocean. On the course, you have a wave breaking. 10 yards down, it's not breaking.
Yes.
And we have a little bit of a gully, too, coming in after a sandbar.
And we've seen that play a role before.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So the way the ocean is shaped on the bottom, if it's shallower, there's a lot more action. There's a lot more chance for some wave action, as opposed to if it's deeper, the waves they can't build up quite as much as they can on a shallower water.
And there's a lot of water left between these boats and the shore.
Yes. And with the way the wind is blowing, a lot of times, a lot of these boats will not start and end at the same spot. So they'll probably be a little bit closer to us here at the pier. Our pier's on the south end of the course. So we should have a pretty good view as they come in, as they're approaching, coming up on that swim flag, a few minutes away from the doubles flags as well.
And there goes the orange boat, the orange being the predominant color of the Brigantine City Beach Patrol.
Yes.
There goes Margate. They're hitting well together. And Margate's boat tonight, that is Bob Bechtel and Hayden Smallwood.
Yes.
And these guys are pretty much, to use a crew term, wood on wood right now. Looks like Brigantine and Avalon, and Atlantic City right on Avalon's tail. That could change in a second when you get a wave behind you.
Absolutely. And these guys, as we've said before, they are looking for any little help, any little swell that they can pick up to just give them that little bit, just really honestly lets you take a breath and then get right back into that rhythm. And as you can see, like the goal of this, they're hopping on a little bit of swell right there. Is that Brigantine?
That's Brigantine, yes.
Yeah, and they're little out there, but it's enough that if you can get moving a little bit and you feel that little bit of momentum, it helps.
And mentally too.
Yes.
It's it's very reassuring when you see your bow go down and your stern pick up.
Yeah, and this is still a tight race.
Oh, it is. They're still beyond the single flag, so again, way too early to call. You'll even notice that Megan and I don't call it even when it's over. We'll wait.
We use the word unofficial quite a bit.
Unofficial.
Although I do have Lynn, God bless him, he's down here, he's on the line down there my husband getting our first-hand results. He's a little bit closer than we are.
He is an excellent spotter. Yes. Thank you, Lynn. And speaking of spouses, give a shout out to my wife Nugget at home with our boys Remy and Stellan. Remy and Stellan, I hope you're behaving. And of course, I knew the Savell brothers when they were my son's age, 7 and 4. There goes Avalon through the flag.
Like up the top too.
Looks like Brigantine through the flag. Atlantic City doing a great job. And again, there's Vince Grenice and Nick Rodera for Atlantic City. For Avalon, we have
Gary Nagel and David Julian.
Yes, and there go the Savell brothers. Unofficially, at the 12:24 mark, we are reading Brigantine in first, followed by Avalon in second, third place Atlantic City, fourth place Margate, and fifth place Ventnor. Beautiful shot right there, looking south in Cape May County. We are in Cape May County for the first time in a few years.
Yes.
And like I said, we're fortunate enough to get to a lot of the different shore towns every summer, and each one has their own personality. And it's gorgeous down here in Avalon tonight.
It really is. And you can see them starting to come, approaching the shoreline a bit. Still a little bit before we can have any type of wave. And thanks to Colin, our producer, for making sure our cords are a little bit longer. So if we need to stand up and see, we can, and not take the whole thing down with us.
And actually, there they go. They are close to the shore. Not that close, but I don't know.
They can certainly start to hear the people, and you can see Well, can't, but they can hear the people on the beach
They
right
could hear the
now.
people on the beach right now. They could hear, and everyone on the beach is yelling, "Go for your hometown, pull!" You know, and of course, as an oarsman, as a one-time competitor, you hear that and you're like, "What do you think I'm doing?"
Yes. So here, and I gotta say, Brandon, it's still tight. Brigantine looks out, but the rest of that pack looks very close together.
It is tight. As we're looking at both.
So this is going to be a close finish.
And I'm always glad I'm not a judge.
Oh,
to
yeah.
be honest.
I've been there. It's trying to judge the Gaudies.
Oh.
Lord, on land.
With what, 20 different beach patrols
yes.
at times?
It's a wide, we used to use binoculars.
All right, there goes Brigantine.
Oh, and a little bit of a swell. See if they can keep it straight.
It's shearing off a little bit. What they'll do is they'll try to whip it right around as quickly as possible. That's what Joseph's doing.
Yes, that was well done. Sometimes these little waves aren't quite worth hopping back on.
And everyone is in contention. This is not over yet. As now they're rowing through a little bit of a gully. There goes Avalon on a wave.
Yes, Atlantic City right behind. Looks like Atlantic City's going to just miss it. Avalon.
It looks like Brigantine's coming through. There go the lanes right there. And
so this is a three-peat for Joe.
For Joseph,
wow, well done.
Three-time
Brigantine.
South Jersey double champion with his younger brother, Brendan Savell, followed by Avalon, and then Atlantic City unofficially, guys. So congratulations to the Savell brothers. Congratulations to their mom, Janet. Saw her on the beach. Saw their grandparents, Laney and Jerry Savell.
Oh, that's great.
That's way to go, guys. Again, Brendan's going to be a freshman at Columbia. Joe's going to be a junior at Cornell.
That's great.
And, of course, their older brother, Jack, made it down today to attend.
So we have some unofficial ones. We didn't quite catch the full finish. I'm sure someone on the beach will help us out.
And I apologize if I'm a bit of a homer, but...
No, that's congratulations.
I'm a bit
you
of a
know
homer.
those boys.
All right, guys, we are going to go to a commercial.
Family owned and operated since 1909, Calvi Electric Company is a staple in the South Jersey community. While earning a reputation for excellence with commercial, industrial, and institutional clients, Calvi has always been committed to service. And now, with the expansion into the residential market, we're able to provide electrical services to all of our neighbors. Whether you have an electrical emergency, need to become code compliant, or just a need to upgrade, Calvi is committed to providing all of our customers quality, competitive services and pricing. No job is too big or too small. Please visit calvielectric.com to learn more about our history and capabilities, or call us 609-345-0151.
What's justice to a team with well over a century of combined legal experience, with over 15,000 personal injury cases won and a 99% success rate? It's a decision to speak up for the vulnerable and help them find their voice. It's a stance to never settle for less than you deserve and always demand the utmost respect, because justice isn't a destination, it's something you work for, you fight for, with every case and every client. At Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law, we weren't always the big kid on the block. We know what it's like to be overworked and underappreciated in a community of proud, hardworking people who pour their heart and soul into everything they do. We know that either you run the day or the day runs you. So to all our friends, family, neighbors, and clients who have suffered injury at the hands of another, it's time to seek out the justice you deserve. It's time to seek out Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law.
Again, there's a beautiful shot of the Avalon Beach right there, where we're getting ready to start the swim as we have, I think, one more of the boats is coming in. All right, unofficially, after the first event, we have Brigantine in first place with 5 points, Avalon second place with 4, Atlantic City third with 3, Margate fourth with 2, and Longport fifth place with 1 point. And it is so important to try to score in every event,
Yes.
especially with some of the, not favorites, but some of the swimmers who have been winning races earlier in the year. You can look at that and kind of say, all right, we have a little bit of an idea who was in the running for the team title right now. No one has been eliminated, but
still a lot of time left. And I think, are we going to an interview? I believe we're going to be interviewing the Savell boys shortly with Mike. But until then, yeah, we have the swim coming up. So tight finish for that.
yes. And I forget what the official time was, but it was a nice distance for a doubles race. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you give the competitors enough room to separate themselves from the other competitors. And we're going, that's the drone heading down to the start line for the swim. And you will see these 15 young men. I believe they're all men this year. Sometimes we get some, and that the swim is the one place I'd say where gender does not matter when you're swimming.
Yeah. And we've certainly had females represent their beach patrols in this. So I think we're ready to go down to Mike with the new South Jersey champions from Brigantine.
Here we go. All right, Fran and Meg, we're here with the winners of the 2025 South Jersey Lifeguard Championships doubles race. We got Joe and Brendan Savell of the Brigantine Beach Patrol. Guys, congratulations, great effort. We got half of the defending crew here with us tonight. Some emotions. Tell me what's going through your head right now being South Jersey champions.
I'm just proud to be doing it with my brother. It could not have been a better dream come true, really. And we've been working hard all season, and just to see our dreams come true, it means a lot, definitely.
Brendan, we've had national champions, we've had All-Americans, we've had Olympic athletes and professional athletes perform here at the South Jerseys. What's it mean to you to etch your name in that list now?
It's really proud. I mean, I couldn't say it better than Joe. It's really just a proud moment to do it with my brother. And yeah, I mean, there's no one I would rather do it with than Joe.
You know, we found that we have a lot of young viewers watching these broadcasts. One first and second year lifeguards, we've got some junior lifeguards. What would you say to the younger crew coming up who are dreaming about being in your shoes where you are right now?
I'd say train hard and do it with someone you get along with, like Brandon.
That's great, Joe. I know you got singles coming up. Congratulations. Great job tonight, guys. Great job. Back to you, Fran and Meg.
We have the swim that's already underway. You can see it in the background. And we have all 15 of our swimmers out past the first break. And here comes the second break. Just when you thought you were out.
Yes, there's that sandbar.
There's that sandbar. And you know, guys, when you are swimming out there, even the casual beachgoer, pay attention to what the lifeguards are telling you. There are sometimes the sandbar is not open. You are not allowed out there because of the dangers that it presents. The gully could be over your head. You get a little disoriented. Hey, we'll be there for you, but prevention is the #1 trait of lifeguarding.
Yes,
Any
absolutely.
situation you can prevent, let's prevent it.
And especially with the tides. And we've had times where the gully, you might have gone out to the bar and the gully was up to your
Right.
waist, and then a little bit later, half hour later, and all of a sudden it's over the head, especially with our little guys.
Oh, that is so true. And they love to take off their swimmies. You know, give them a little life vest or something. Next thing you know,
So tonight in the swim, we have 14 entries. Cape May Point does not have a swimmer tonight. But for Brigantine, we have James Haney, Atlantic City, Charles Schreiner, Ventnor, Brian Falk, Margate, Zach Vassar, Longport, Tommy Armstrong, Ocean City, Dylan DeWitt, Upper Township, Logan Manning, Sea Isle, Andrew Hill, Avalon, Dolan Grishbaum, Stone Harbor, Reese Hetzer, North Wildwood, Matt Kimbrell, Wildwood, Brady Lewis, Wildwood Crest, Justin Maley, and Cape May, Ty Manuel.
and you can actually see on the course some of the singles rowers are rowing up are warming up. There goes Cape May Point's singles rower. And we have a tight bunch for the top 4 right now. Again, it would be nice if we knew if we knew who they were. But it looks like we do have a light blue swim cap in second right now. And if that is Zach Vassar,
Yes.
that would be from Margate with his Columbia colors.
So this one, this could be interesting because we know for sure some of the boat winners, and if they can score, a lot of times what you'll see is the team that wins is the team that can score well in every event.
And you'll see these guys are not drafting off of one another. And it looks like Upper Township is in the lead right now in the swim, followed by Margate, Atlantic City, Avalon, and we're trying to get a gauge on who is in 5th place presently. So for Upper Township, that would be Logan Manning.
Yes.
And for Margate, again, Zach Vassar. Atlantic City is Charles Schreiner. Avalon is Dolan Grisbaum, who won the Dutch Hoffmans a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And last week at the Margates, earlier this week at the Margates, Margate swimmer Zach Vassar actually won.
In a long swim. That was a good one last week.
And now, we have Margate taking over the lead from Atlantic City. Upper Township in 3rd, Avalon in 4th, and Ventnor in 5th. Very important point-wise. For instance, Margate did score 2 points in the doubles. So if they could pull off a win in the swim, that puts them at 7. And their singles guy is known to do very well most of the time, and that would be Chris Spires.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So there you can see they are still a bit of a pack. The current, there's probably some currents, not as crazy as it was the last few days. But again, it's different than swimming in a pool. Swimming in a pool, you have a lane to follow. You have your lane lines to keep everybody separated. There definitely can be some contact in some of these races, and everybody gets to choose their own course, trying to make their way out to that triple flag tonight.
Right.
And we can see from where we're at, there are stake boats on either side. Those are boats for the patrol, just keeping an eye on everybody, making sure everybody's okay and on course, as well as the jet skis are out there.
That's right. Somebody has to watch the lifeguards. You know, these competitors are in top physical condition, but it is the ocean.
It's true.
You know, it's not like you're in a bike race. You get a flat, you pull over.
Yes. And there we have Dave Funk. He'll be rowing singles for us tonight. Our brand new chief.
Yes. I wonder how many chiefs, like present chiefs, have represented their city. That's awesome.
Yes. And he's still in tremendous shape. Was going to row the last couple and just hasn't been able to with the postponement of the Margates. He was away with his family. And I believe the Hoffmans, he's a firefighter, a captain in the Margate Fire Department as well.
And you can see at the bottom right of your screen, we have our sponsors once again. Make sure you patronize them. They're responsible for, hey, they're the reason why we can do this.
Yes, absolutely. And like we've said the last few weeks, we're very fortunate with the Beach Patrol Life and a lot of our sponsors as well. It's a lot of local families. It's a lot of great local businesses and foundations that, you know, we're more than happy to have backing us, and we love supporting them as well.
It is an interesting race right now because it looks like second and third are going back and forth. It looks like Margate, it looks like Zach is still out there in first place. They are through the singles flag, so they have a little bit to go before they turn and make their way back in. And again, you will see it is a multicolored flag with a bright buoy at the bottom.
Yes.
And the judge boats, yes, the stake boats, they are right behind. So that'll help the guys as they're heading out visually. Absolutely. A little bit. Yeah, look at these three. And again, if they stay like that and they're near the surf, you don't know who's going to get the wave. And then you don't know who the faster runner is.
Right, because a surf dash.
Just when you thought you were finished.
Yeah.
You're dashing out of the ocean.
And it's tough knowing exactly. I felt like last week or the week prior, there was a bit of a gap between the two, like width-wise. We could see on the screen that they were neck and neck, but they weren't on top of each other. It looks like right now these guys, and like we'd said before, a lot of these boys, they know each other. They swim together in the off season. They have swam together or competed against each other in high school and on club teams. So they definitely, everybody's really looking to win.
I was talking to Charles' dad earlier, and he said he does have the swim cap of the Seahawks. That's the swim club in the area. It's not the Seattle Seahawks. So
No.
it looks like Charles
DHC.
And Zach almost maybe a half body length. Zach may have a half body length, and you'll see him position himself as he makes the turn. Interesting thing, when the swimmers do turn, they have to call out the name of their city.
Yes.
For instance, Vassar will go around and say Margate. Shrine will go around and say Atlantic City. So they'll relay that information back to us, and we'll get a more firm of a grasp on who is actually winning. There goes the tricolored flag. Gorgeous.
Yes. And then I think that is Dolan from the home team of Avalon right behind them. And you also have to be aware as you're coming back in, there are still guys going out.
Right.
So hopefully no collisions.
The lead swimmer has the right of way, but sometimes you just can't see.
Yes.
And at the turn, it looks like we have Margate, Atlantic City, Avalon, Upper Township, and Ventnor.
And there you can see the boys, yeah. And they're still in a bit of a pack.
Right. And now let's talk tiebreaker too, because if after 3 events, if a team has 10 points and another team has 10 points, the tiebreaker is the doubles race, because the doubles race is the original competition that the Lifeguard Beach Patrol started in 1919.
It's awesome. And looking at these right now, that would give Avalon and Atlantic City the little bit of the edge, with Atlantic City coming in 3rd in the doubles and Avalon coming in 2nd. So we shall see, because it's more often than not, it does come down to that last singles race. With only 3 competitions tonight, we've said it before, and we'll say it again, every single point counts. And we can see them starting to make their way in through as they approach the singles flag line.
And it looks like there's 2 definite, actually maybe 3, two definitive lanes, and we see someone warming up. Please get out of it, and they do.
Yes.
All right. Good boatsmanship there. Oh, no, that's Dave. He knows exactly what he's doing out there. If anyone out there knows what they're doing during a warm-up, it's Dave.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's won more of these than I can count. So it looks like, yes, those 2 swimmers. And I don't know if there's an advantage to have someone literally right next to you or have a little bit of space. There is something to be said. You can draft a little bit with swimming, but you also can get in each other's way a bit as well.
That's true.
So, and like we had said before, the start of the swim and the finish of the swim will be on land.
These guys have spent a large portion of their lives in pools, so I know they're used to being really close to people. But again, they have a while to go, and then they have a gully to go through, and then they have the surf dash at the end.
Yes. So, and it is, and I've always thought that, you know, when you see the surf dash portion as well, you can see the swimmers who spend the majority of their time in the pool and the ones who actually grew up on the beaches as well, that know how to do a little bit of surf dash or body surfing that we all do as kids.
They get those high knees on the way out and the way in too.
So yeah, it does still look like a 3-body race right now. And we can't quite tell from our angle if the person towards the bottom of your screen or the 2 at the top, which one is actually closer to the finish line on land, because the current can play a little bit of a role in course as well with the swim.
That's a good point, Meg.
Because that could certainly, with it being this close, that could play a factor as well.
The last time the South Jerseys were in Avalon, our swimmer at the time, Brandon McKenzie, actually won. But when he came out, he was about 70 yards down. No lie. I mean, there was such a southerly that day. And the young man that popped up right behind him, actually one of his good friends, was right behind him. And I remember running with him a little bit. I'm like, I got to get out. I can't run with him. I got to get out of here. But they are neck and neck.
Absolutely.
First and second place appear to be neck and neck. And it comes down to who is going to have the straighter course.
Yes, and you can see, I mean, the kick on all 3 of these young men, they are really, really kicking it home as much as they can. We can see a bit out from our view
And that's the dark blue cap of Dolan Grishbaum
Yes.
right there.
Trying to see.
Yeah, we are standing up here to get a better vantage point because we can actually see where they're located without having to look at our drone footage. So they're beyond the breakers, but within a minute, they're still getting help, as you can see. If that is Charles Schreiner from Atlantic City, he just got a little help there. And the thing is, most of the time when the wave passes that swimmer by, the ones in front of him will get some. But the lay of the ocean, friction makes a wave break. You don't know how much sand is right there.
That's true. And they know what they can start to feel as soon as the waves are starting to actually break. They can feel that while they're swimming, and they'll know that they're getting closer to that sandbar as they come in.
And the women's champion the other night, Becca Kubler, she said, like a lot of the competitors, they swim until their hand touches ground,
Yes.
and then they get up.
And that's, Avalon.
Yes.
Our first female South Jersey champion. She had a terrific season this year. And I have to say, I was so proud. We had one of our swimmer for Ventnor was a rookie, Ryan Lowry. So tough, so tough. She was 3-4 body lengths behind the person she stood up with and sprinted halfway down the beach to just out-tap her. And the pictures we got were great. She's a little bulldog.
And I can guarantee you, all these competitors swim 10 times better than I ever did. Back in 1980, when you made the Beach Patrol, you were one of two things. You were a rower or a swimmer. And back to modern day, it looks like Grishbaum with the dark blue Avalon colored hat up there. These three really have separated themselves.
Yes. So we will be able to see, you can see the waves starting to break a little bit in the front of to the upper right-hand corner of your screen as they're approaching the beach.
It looks like Atlantic City's in a nice wave lane right here, but that's right here. And when we get up 10, 20 yards, it could be different.
Absolutely. And this is again, my dad, full of wit and wisdom. He used to say, at least for rowing and swimming, if you can find a rip, make sure you're in it on the way out and make sure you're out of it on the way in.
Right.
And see if you can catch those waves. And they are neck and neck right there still. And again, we're hearing that it may be Avalon in the front right there with Zach Vassar from Margate right behind him. And then Charles Schreiner towards the bottom of your screen.
There comes a wave right behind Dolan, just out of his reach.
And they are approaching that sandbar, and they'll hit that sandbar a little bit, and then it's a little bit of a gully, and then you'll start to see the straight shot. And he's up.
And this is going to be a battle for second and third. And it is important because
Absolutely.
after two events, it looks like Avalon's going to have 9 points.
Yeah.
It looks like Margate's going to have maybe 6. This is tight between Margate and Atlantic City.
It looks like Margate
and Atlantic City.
Yes. And then we will see who comes in 4th and 5th. But that was a great swim by those three young men.
It really was. Exciting, too.
Yeah. And honestly, both boys had good course. So we're waiting for our next pack of swimmers to come in.
There are still points to be had. 4th place gets 2, and 5th place gets 1.
And here comes the next couple. We have unofficially, it could be Upper and Ventnor making their way in, but we will see in a moment. And that looks like Brian Falk right there from Ventnor.
Good job.
Which would be a great swim for him. Another nice young kid, mainland. And then there's our 5th place as well. Okay, and we are ready to go down to Mike, who is standing with the new South Jersey champion, Dolan Grishbaum from Avalon.
All right, we're here with our men's swim winner tonight, South Jersey champion Dolan Grishbaum, our 22 South Jersey champion as well. Dolan, congratulations. Tell me a little bit about the water tonight. From the beach, it looked like it was pulling south, just as you were going out, and then you got a little bit past the pier and it was pulling north.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what the current looked like. I was just following the crowd, which was Zach and Charles out. I was like hoping to get third tonight. But the current was all right. It was a little bumpy out going out, so it was a little frustrating, but you know, I train this water every day, so I'm used to it.
That's great. You've been battling those guys really all summer long. What are the emotions right now you're feeling as a South Jersey champion?
Shocked. I didn't think I was gonna win that at all. If you told me I was gonna win, I was like, I mean, they said I was gonna win, I was like, there's no way. But Zach and Charles are so good in the open water. I mean, Zach's the Ivy League runner-up. Charles is like a beast in open water. But no, I honestly, as you can tell running out, I was shocked that I won. I mean, I lost a couple years ago. I lost Besh and Callahan's. That was never a good sign. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Happy to get the points for the patrol.
That's right, absolutely. We have a lot of younger viewers, young guards, even junior lifeguards who watch us. What would you tell those younger lifeguards, the up-and-comers, who are dreaming about being where you're standing right now?
Get in the ocean and swim. You gotta practice the hard conditions to be good in the hard conditions. So, you know, just don't keep your eyes on the prize. Enjoy it while it lasts. My last year, so I keep saying that, but just, you know, get in the ocean and have some fun.
Dolan, congratulations. Great swim tonight.
Shout out Becca Kubler, my all-time favorite person ever.
Nice job. Back to you guys.
Way to go,
Yes, congratulations.
Dolan. And if we look back a few years ago, it looked like 2022, Dolan won the South Jerseys, and 23 and 24, Charles Schreiner won the South Jerseys. So within the last 4 years, those two men have won the jerseys.
Very impressive, and Joe Savell as well.
Yes,
So
the last 3 years. And it looks like unofficially after the first two events, we have Avalon, the host patrol, with 9 points. We have Margate with 6 points, Atlantic City with 6 points, and Atlantic City would hold a tiebreaker over Margate. Brigantine with 5 points, and Ventnor with 2 points.
Okay, great. So we are going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway Law, Viking Rowing Club Foundation, Calvi Electric, Warehouse Van Dyne, Doc's Fitness, Stone Crafters, and the Swift Law Firms. We'll be back in a minute for our final race of the night.
Family owned and operated since 1909, Calvi Electric Company is a staple in the South Jersey community. While earning a reputation for excellence with commercial, industrial, and institutional clients, Calvi has always been committed to service. And now, with the expansion into the residential market, we're able to provide electrical services to all of our neighbors. Whether you have an electrical emergency, need to become code compliant, or just a need to upgrade, Calvi is committed to providing all of our customers quality, competitive services and pricing. No job is too big or too small. Please visit calvielectric.com to learn more about our history and capabilities, or call us 609-345-0151.
What's justice to a team with well over a century of combined legal experience, with over 15,000 personal injury cases won and a 99% success rate? It's a decision to speak up for the vulnerable and help them find their voice. It's a stance to never settle for less than you deserve and always demand the utmost respect, because justice isn't a destination, it's something you work for, you fight for, with every case and every client. At Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law, we weren't always the big kid on the block. We know what it's like to be overworked and underappreciated in a community of proud, hardworking people who pour their heart and soul into everything they do. We know that either you run the day or the day runs you. So to all our friends, family, neighbors, and clients who have suffered injury at the hands of another, it's time to seek out the justice you deserve. It's time to seek out Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law.
And we are getting ready for the start of the singles. Unofficially,
yeah, unofficially we have our list right now. Unofficially, we have Avalon in the lead with a three-way tie with Atlantic City, Brigantine, and Margate with 6 points, followed by Upper Township. So we will see how that goes. And while we're waiting for the start of the singles race, we do want to absolutely thank all of our sponsors who have been so tremendous all of our racing season, as Fran and I like to call it. Like we had said, we have a lot of local guys. Stone Crafters was started in 1993 by Bill Millar. He's very big in the Upper Township Beach Patrol. We have Swift Law Firm, a family-owned firm that's been owned and operated in the Jersey Shore since 1993. We have a lot of the Swift boys are involved in Margate and Ocean City Beach Patrol. And we had said before that Jim Swift, I believe, rode with his daughter Margot the Around the Island Row. And she was one of the youngest competitors.
Oh, that's incredible. Way to go.
Yeah, and we have, as we've mentioned, a lot of the new Oarhouse and Van Dyne boats. It's been they were a great family-owned and started family with the Van Dynes and the Garbett brothers from Ocean City. We have Doc's Fitness supporting us. That's, I'm certainly biased to my little brother. But
yes, he's the son of the great Ward Holland.
Yes.
And grandson of Doc Holland.
Yeah. All local legends in their own right. And AJ really has been, he's made his own at the Ventnor Boathouse. If anybody's looking for the full mind, body, and positive atmosphere, it is
That's
my
awesome.
little brother's kettlebell classes for sure. And in that same boathouse is the Viking Rowing Club, which is where a lot of these young guys and girls get their start being introduced to the sport of crew and rowing. And a lot of these guys also row competitively in college and high school. Myself included.
It's where
I
legends.
was a chicken dipper.
Yeah, it's where legends are born.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course we have our two main sponsors with the commercials. We have Calvi Electric, an extraordinary reputation they have for excellence in the region's premier electrical contractors, both commercial, industrial, and institutional clients. And of course our Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway, and Law, proudly supporting clients throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Florida since 1984.
And we are lining up, and we have a start. We have a start for the singles. We can see them all going. You'll notice Avalon has a boat change.
Ooh.
They have a boat change, and we have a wave has come in, and it has hit some of our competitors.
Might have been Brig. So there you have, again, we have our same order for the same order of events for the same order of lanes from the doubles to the singles row. Tonight we do have rowing for Brigantine. We have Joe Savell doubling up, Nick Gudara doubling up for Atlantic City. We have Chief David Funk for Ventnor, Chris Spires for Margate, Mike McGrath doubling up for Longport, AJ Oves in Ocean City, Will Shulker for Upper Township, Danny Rogers for Sea Isle, Ryan Finnegan for Avalon, Andrew Newman for Stone Harbor, Nick Ricci for North Wildwood, Vince Fitzpatrick for Wildwood, Jake Klecko doubling up for Wildwood Crest, Mike Fitzpatrick for Cape May, and Ben Swan for Cape May Point, who I believe is also, I believe he's the chief of Cape May Point.
Okay, I do think you're right. It looks like right now, it looks like Margate might be out in the lead, and this is where it's important, guys. Remember, Margate was second, or they were fourth in the doubles. Avalon was second in the doubles. That's a tiebreaker. We see Ryan Finnegan defending South Jersey single champ right there for Avalon. So if it would come, if Margate would beat him by 3 places because they have a 3-point line, they're behind Avalon by 3 points, Avalon would be the team champ because of what happened in the doubles.
Yes.
And that was, I got to be honest, that start was a little quick. And a little quick, just my opinion.
Yeah, and that's...
As soon as those, but you have to be alert. You have to know when that judge's paddle goes up, that it's time to start.
It's true, and they do say it in the meeting. I've led many a meeting, and they say once that flag is up, you have to be prepared.
Because it looked like the host patrol's singles guy might have been.
I thought he went a little sideways.
He did. He got hit with a wave too. And again, guys, a lot of times some of the starter is not even looking at the ocean because, to be fair, a blind start doesn't give anyone an advantage.
It's true. It's true. And it does look like we have Avalon is out in front, as well as Longport in their new boat, and Margate as well.
Yeah, right now,
more towards the top of your screen.
What we were talking about earlier looks like Margate in first, Longport in second, Avalon, and followed by Atlantic City. And Atlantic City is in the hunt, too, with 6 points.
Absolutely. So this is a much shorter race. They are actually coming up pretty close to the singles flags right now. So this is the one, I will say, my dad says, start, turns, and finishes. If you're on point, you have a very good shot.
Right, and there's nothing like turning for home, and when you see those swells behind you, instead of impeding you, they are helping you.
Yeah, absolutely. And there it looks like we have Chris Spires from Margate, followed closely by Mike McGrath from Longport, and Ryan Finnegan from Avalon as they approach that turn. There goes Chris.
And here we go.
And there goes Longport and
Avalon.
And the turns are definitely a very good indicator. And it looks like Atlantic City, Cape May, all turning right there with them. As well as, who was the black flag? Losing my notes. No, it could have been Brigantine. So there's Chris Spires, younger brother of Matt Spires, who rose for Ventnor in the doubles. And he's won this race before as well.
And there we have 1, 2, 3. Spires, McGrath, and Finnegan. And Cape May's up there. Cape May's had a pretty good season.
They really have. Mike Fitzpatrick.
Mike Fitzpatrick, yes. So importantly, right now, if you were to go, what are the standings right now? If Avalon gets third in this race, they win.
They win outright.
Because Margate would have, even if they win this event, they would have 11 points, and those 3 points would give Avalon 12. Yeah, there goes Joey Savell.
Oh, I give him all the credit in the world.
Yeah,
it stinks to have something go wrong at the start, but that shows a lot of character still getting out there and finishing the race.
And we are looking north to south. These guys are not that far beyond the breakers.
No. We do have a very nice view. It does look like Margate and Longport are both out, and then the rest of that pack is still in the hunt.
It looks like the south might be getting a little more swell right now, and it could be a game. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. There goes Mike McGrath, the legend, on a wave.
Yeah, so they're not quite at the sandbar, but they're definitely starting to pick up some of these swells. And again, just like in the doubles, you can see them laying back and really cranking on those oars to catch any little thing that they can to help them along the way.
And there goes Spires with a nice little assistance from a wave.
Yes.
Ooh. And now McGrath. And you're going to see there is a little bit of a gully, so these guys are going to hit, for lack of a better term, a dead zone.
Yes.
And then do everything they can to get back on that wave.
And this is going to be a close one, depending on the wave action right here. Both these boys are neck and neck.
Looking at one another. And these towns do abut one another, Longport and Margate, on Absecon Island. And there goes Spires.
So again, they're aiming for you'll see the people in the water is the unofficial finish line. So that's going to be a tight call.
And I'm glad I'm not making this call.
Yeah,
that was close. And for the team title, if Avalon's the next boat through, they win. And it looks like they are. You will see the Avalon Beach Patrol members rush out.
Yes, because Avalon is definitely, they've had their clear points for sure.
Yes. Very, very interesting race. Exciting race.
Absolutely. And then we can see the rest of these boats coming in. Ooh. Somebody down there.
We will wait for word from our spotter on the beach.
Yeah, absolutely. But it looks like we have unofficially, for that finish, it was a tight one between Margate and Longport. That might be a toss-up between them, followed by Avalon pretty definitively in third. as the rest of our boys are coming through. But great race down here. Avalon, kudos to Chief Matt Wolf. He's put on a very nice show down here. You definitely can see them carrying their boats off. And we will have to wait and see, but
And if Mike McGrath did win, he's won the South Jersey before, 2018 actually, and 2016.
Great, and I think Chris as well, right? Chris Byers was in that mix.
Yes, he won them 2022.
Yes.
2022. And importantly, even though, guys, for all you future lifeguards out there, all you competitors, Avalon's singles guy did get turned sideways, and he righted himself. And it's about the team. It's
Absolutely.
all about the team. And you'll
Yes.
notice that especially when you're on a rescue. You know, your stand partners and those guys rushing to your aid. You're very happy to see them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And hopefully Mike will probably know before we will who the winner of that race was if we can get an interview.
That's right.
So, but honestly, great job to all the competitors tonight in the doubles, the swim, and the singles.
There go the Atlantic City competitors celebrate. I mean,
Avalon.
Avalon. I know I'm going alphabetically here. Avalon celebrating.
And it is nice to win at home. We've done that before, and it certainly is. I mean, last Wednesday it's nice to win at home.
Thanks for bringing that up, Megan.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's nice to win at home. I still haven't watched the South Jersey broadcast. No, I have.
You looked handsome as ever.
But congratulations to the Avalon Beach Patrol, unofficially, but I think it's pretty official, 2025 South Jersey Lifeguard Champions.
So I guess we'll be coming back to this very nice pier.
Yes,
They'll have us.
I gotta say, this is a vantage point that we haven't experienced before. It's really nice. Our producer Colin was saying earlier, he wishes every town had a pier from which we could broadcast, so we'll see what we can do.
Okay, so while we wait for this the final results, we are going to go to another quick commercial break from our sponsors, Dilsheimer, Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway Law, and Calvi Electric, and we'll be right back.
Family owned and operated since 1909, Calvi Electric Company is a staple in the South Jersey community. While earning a reputation for excellence with commercial, industrial, and institutional clients, Calvi has always been committed to service. And now, with the expansion into the residential market, we're able to provide electrical services to all of our neighbors. Whether you have an electrical emergency, need to become code compliant, or just a need to upgrade, Calvi is committed to providing all of our customers quality, competitive services, and pricing. No job is too big or too small. Please visit calvielectric.com to learn more about our history and capabilities, or call us 609-345-0151.
What's justice to a team with well over a century of combined legal experience, with over 15,000 personal injury cases won and a 99% success rate? It's a decision to speak up for the vulnerable and help them find their voice. It's a stance to never settle for less than you deserve and always demand the utmost respect, because justice isn't a destination, it's something you work for, you fight for, with every case and every client. At Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law, we weren't always the big kid on the block. We know what it's like to be overworked and underappreciated in a community of proud, hardworking people who pour their heart and soul into everything they do. We know that either you run the day or the day runs you. So to all our friends, family, neighbors, and clients who have suffered injury at the hands of another, it's time to seek out the justice you deserve. It's time to seek out Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer Law.
Thanks, Fran and Meg. We're here with our 2025 singles champion, Mike McGrath of the Longport Beach Patrol. Mike, congratulations. Tell me a little bit about that start. We saw a couple boats get swamped, one come back and dump it. You look like you had a nice, clean start there.
Yeah, I kind of just looked out and I knew I could get over the wave, so got in as quick as I could, started rowing, and got through the outside too, like pretty clean, so it was a good start.
Walk me through that finish. We had a really tight finish. It took us a few minutes to even figure out who won. Walk me through that finish for you.
Me and Chris from Margate, we were, he had a good lead at the flag. I kind of caught a couple swells to get even with him, and then we were both kind of just battling on the swell, and I think I just got a little tiny little thing at the end there that pushed me across.
That's great. You guys took a chance tonight. You went with the brand new Orehouse Van Dyne boat that you just got on Wednesday. Tell me a little bit about how that boat performed for you. Obviously, it was a great choice.
It was good for singles. We didn't really get a good test on it in doubles. We took on a lot of water, but still managed, I think, 4th in that race. So, I mean, impressive with as much water as we had. So, I'll take that away from it.
Absolutely. Mike's also our 2018 South Jersey champion. Just emotions. How does it feel to get it back again?
Well, actually, 2016, I won here. That was our first time winning ever as a team, and the first time anyone from Longport Beach Patrol has won. So, I mean, I can say that I like rowing here. So, if it's here again next year, I think we'll enjoy it again.
Got to be great winning that Longport boat. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Back to you, Fran and Meg.
All right, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Mike McGrath. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 2016. That started that 5-year run, even with a COVID year in there from Longport. They won 5 consecutive South Jersey championships.
Yeah, they had Joey Tepper and Mike and Sean really dominating that year. So we do have our unofficial team standings as it is right now. In first place, we have Avalon. It does look like we will be coming back here, followed by Margate with 10. And then I believe it should be Brigantine in third due to the doubles. Looks like a 3-way tie right between Atlantic City, Brigantine, and Longport. So looking at our doubles finishes, Brigantine would be third, followed by Atlantic City and then Longport.
And a great job done by all the competitors, and we can see some of the younger rowers and swimmers are really up and coming. Some boats we really haven't seen in the last couple of years are now, just outside the scoring line.
Yeah.
Maybe 6th or 7th, and they will get better and they will contend. Congratulations to Avalon, though, who, again, last time they won before last year, I think, was 2015, because we were down here in 2016.
Yes, correct.
For the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships.
Yeah, absolutely. And you do. I mean, unofficially, but it looks like it may have been, I think, Cape May and Sea Isle were in that hunt in the 4th and 5th in the singles. So it is nice to see a lot of the Southern Patrols. We use our boats so often up north. I know we do. Atlantic City all the time. You, Brigantine, Margate, Longport. We utilize our boats quite a bit. So we are, a very pro-boat and Ventnor. So once again, we want to thank everybody for following along with us, watching at home. I know a lot of our island are probably watching this with the phenomenal footage that South Jersey Racing always provides, and Colin Stewart and his wonderful quality with the drones and the footage as well. Fran, always a pleasure with you.
Yes, and
these will be our last ones for the summer. There will be some broadcasting next Friday, but I will be once again on the running the race side.
And I have I have a DJ gig actually.
Yes, one of your many jack of all trade jobs.
If you guys want to Google DJ Franny Lane, that's me.
Oh, absolutely, the best in the business for sure.
And it's great to be with the voice of the South Jersey Racing Series, Megan Holland. It was a great 2025 year. But remember, we have the Gaddies next week.
Yes, absolutely. So we would just like to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors once again: Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway Law, the Viking Rowing Foundation, Calvi Electric, Orehouse and Van Dyne, Doc's Fitness, Stone Crafters, and of course the Swift Law Firm. Thank you again to Avalon for having us. Congratulations to the Avalon Beach Patrol, the unofficial South Jersey champions. And as always, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your summer, and make sure you're always swimming in front of a lifeguard. Take care.
Family owned and operated since 1909, Calvi Electric Company is a staple in the South Jersey community. While earning a reputation for excellence with commercial, industrial, and institutional clients, Calvi has always been committed to service, and now with the expansion into the residential market, we're able to provide electrical services to all of our neighbors. Whether you have an electrical emergency, need to become code compliant, or just a need to upgrade, Calvi is committed to providing all of our customers quality, competitive services and pricing. No job is too big or too small. Please visit calvielectric.com to learn more about our history and capabilities, or call us 609-345-0151.